child labor around the world. Hello everyone, and welcome to our English learning series. Today, we are going to talk about a very serious and important topic. It is a topic about children around the world. Childhood should be a happy time. It should be a time for learning at school, for playing with friends, and for dreaming about the future. It should be a time when children are safe and cared for. This is the right of every child. But for many millions of children around the world, this is not their life. Their childhood is very different. Instead of going to school, they have to work. Instead of playing, they spend their days doing difficult jobs. This problem is called child labor. Today, we will learn about this important problem. We will learn what it is, why it happens, and what we can do to help. First, what is child labor? It is important to understand that not all work done by children is child labor. For example, if you help your parents at home with small jobs, like cleaning your room or helping in the garden for 1 or 2 hours, that is not child labor. This kind of work can be good. It teaches you responsibility. Child labor is different. The term child labor is used for work that is bad for children. So, what makes work bad for a child? It is dangerous. The work might be in a place with dangerous machines or harmful chemicals. It is too many hours. Children work for many hours every day, with no time to rest or play. It is for very young children. Some children who work are only 5 or 6 years old. Their bodies are not ready for hard work. Most importantly, it stops them from going to school. This is the biggest problem. If a job prevents a child from getting an education, it is child labor. Where do children work? Children who are in child labor work in many different places and do many different kinds of jobs. Many children work in agriculture, which means farming. They work in big fields under the hot sun. They might plant seeds or pick fruits and vegetables, like cocoa or cotton. This work is very tiring. Some children work in factories. They might help to make the clothes we wear, the shoes we buy, or the bricks used to build houses. These factories can be crowded and unsafe. Many children also work on the streets. You might see children selling small items like flowers or water to people in cars. Others might clean car windows at traffic lights. Some children work inside other people's homes. They work as domestic helpers, which means they help with cleaning, cooking, and taking care of younger children. They often work far away from their own families. Why does child labor happen? This is a very complex problem with many reasons. But the biggest and most common reason is poverty. When a family is extremely poor, they do not have enough money to buy food, have a safe home, or go to the doctor. In this difficult situation, every person in the family, even the young children, must work to earn a little bit of money. The family does not want their children to work, but they feel they have no choice. The children's small amount of money is needed for the family to survive. Another reason is the lack of good schools. In some parts of the world, there are no schools nearby, or the schools are not free. The family might have to pay for books, uniforms, and school fees. For a very poor family, this cost is impossible to pay. So, instead of sending their child to school, they send them to work. Sometimes, tradition can also be a reason. In some communities, it is normal for children to start working at a young age to learn a skill, instead of going to school for many years. Why is child labor a big problem? Child labor is a very big problem because it creates a cycle that is difficult to break. The most serious consequence is the loss of education. When children work all day, they cannot go to school. They do not learn how to read, write, or do math. Without an education, it is very difficult for them to get a good job when they grow up. So, when they become adults, they are often still poor. And if they have children, their children might also have to work. This is the cycle of poverty. Child labor is also very bad for a child's health. Children's bodies are still growing. Doing hard physical work for many hours can cause serious health problems. They can get sick or have accidents with dangerous machines. They often do not get enough healthy food or rest. Finally, child labor takes away a child's childhood. Children need time to play, to use their imagination, and to be with their friends. These things are very important for their development. Children who work do not have this time. They have the responsibilities of an adult, and they grow up too fast. How can we help solve this problem? Ending child labor is a big goal, but it is not impossible. Many people, governments, and organizations around the world are working hard to solve this problem. The most important solution is education. If every child in the world can go to a good and free school, they will be in a safe place. They will be learning the skills they need to build a better future for themselves and their families. Education is the key to breaking the cycle of poverty. Another important solution is to help poor families. When parents can get good jobs and earn enough money, they will not need to send their children to work. They can afford to send them to school. Laws are also very important. Most countries have laws that say child labor is illegal. These laws protect children from dangerous work. Governments must make sure that these laws are followed by all companies and businesses. As normal people, we can also help. We can learn more about this problem and tell others. We can support organizations that work to build schools and help poor families. We can also be careful about the things we buy. We can try to buy products from companies that are fair and that we know do not use child labor. Every child in the world has the right to a childhood. They have the right to an education, the right to play, and the right to be safe. Child labor is a problem that takes away these rights. By working together, we can help to build a world where every child can just be a child.